Hi guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2. Here today on the channel, we're back with our Republic of Rome series. This is episode 9. In today's episode, we're going to be finishing off the remnants of Carthage and then uniting Iberia under a Roman banner. There's a couple of Kelt Iberian tribes scattered throughout, which we have to deal with as well. So guys, if you're excited to see the Roman campaign back, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series, and places you would like to for me to conquer. Feel free to leave a dislike, of course. We're 158 turns into the Let's Play. I was getting a fair few comments on whether or not the Roman campaign has been cancelled just yet. Not just yet, but I feel like with this campaign I've bitten off a lot more than what I probably can chew, because normally I can wrap up a campaign within about 100 turns. But with DEI, man, oh man, it is such a slog to like conquer anyway. It's 150 turns. We've only just united North Africa, Italy, France, and now Iberia. And I've been really busy with Troy content as well, and a lot of other just like sponsored content and stuff. So I had the Prussian campaign and a couple of the Hoist stuff pre-done before this, but I've come back to Rome 2. We'll do a couple more episodes, but if you guys are still enjoying it, depending on the views, the likes, the comments, I can do more episodes. I plan to do 4 more episodes here. I'm going to record basically all today and try and get like 4 episodes done. So you're going to get, from this video onward, you're going to get a guaranteed 4. But if views drop off and everyone just sort of, because it's been a little while since I've uploaded this last episode, it was just easy to put that other stuff out. But I thought I probably would have at this stage wrapped things up. Honestly, it's probably going to take us, like when I started this series, I was saying we should be able to auto resolve this one once we bring this other army up. I was thinking like, oh yeah, we'll reforge the Roman Empire. Easier said than done. I didn't comprehend that it was probably going to take us 400 turns. We're already up to episode 9. I usually like to try and finish my series about, I don't know, between 5 to 6 episodes, because people just drop off, people lose interest, and personally I prefer and you like to play campaigns over 2 weeks. However, this is Rome. We're reforging the Empire. It's fun, but if your retention drops off, there's not really much I can do about it. Okay, so we'll pull through there. So, support it, I'll do more. If not, I'll know by the next couple of episodes. Okay, so we're still dealing with Iberia now. Yeah, because this is probably going to take... It's taken us 10 turns at 150, so... We basically need to take out Britain, the border Gaul territory, Greece, Asia Minor. Oh, the fleet's attacked me here. That's alright. I guess we're going to lose this province in Sicily. That's alright. And then we've got the Middle East, and then we've got Egypt as well to take. So it could very well be another. Yeah, it's just yeah, it could be another like probably 300 turns, couldn't it? The thing is, right, this series takes up a lot of time. Am I better off to do like finish off this series or start another 4 more series? I don't know. I just thought I'd be honest with you guys and just sort of figure it out. But we probably actually hit our short victory conditions anyway. But we'll see how we go. But we've got a lot more episodes coming out for the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so it's also we've been fighting Carthage for 150 turns, so maybe that's it as well. We managed to smash most of them in the last episode, but yeah, they fled to Iberia in this series and knocked out most of the tribes, which is interesting. So yeah, we've been fighting them in a lot of offensives. Also, one criticism I do have for DEI is the movement. Like, force march is definitely needed. I do like the invasion mechanic, because then you can't just like hop over to Carthage and slip in while the AI is not using. You use attrition. You need boats. You need supply lines. I like that. But properly just moving throughout is a little bit difficult. Also, I am playing a lot more of the battles. I'm not sort of cheesing the auto resolve on stuff as well. I'm kind of role playing, so it takes a little bit longer. Yeah, but normally in like vanilla Rome, at 150 turns, we probably would have been done by about now. That's right. Okay. I just wish I was more aware when I made those promises at the start about doing a full Roman campaign. Okay, sweet. We'll see how we go. We'll see how much we can take here today. Okay, so Tarraco's now under our control. Barcelona is under our control. Repair that, and we'll try and finish them off. Okay. We've got more reinforcements coming further south. Oh, they can go north to Gaul, actually. Okay, a small rebel army has come up with Kelt Iberians. We can throw them back quite easily. Alright. Let's... Far out. We lost too many legions there for my liking. The auto resolve is brutal in DEI. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. So, we've managed to take southern Iberia. Yeah, most of Carthage is sort of hanging around here. How are they supplying 7 armies? It's a bit nuts if I do say it. Well, we'll try and finish them off here today. And we'll probably play a battle against the Celt Iberians. Because we've been fighting Carthage for so long. I'm quite surprised how much they've held out and sort of held on to. Okay, we're going to need probably more military forces there. Oh, there we go. That wasn't coming in. Oh well. No matter. Yeah, turn 9. Yeah, so let me know in the comments, guys. Feedback and suggestions for the series and future series as well. So I can start planning and recording them. That's Occupy. Yeah, because even in my Aurelian series, we managed to wrap that up a lot quicker than this. And that was on DEI. Also, we are playing on the brand new version of DEI, Divide et Impera. I'm pretty sure it was a pretty big overhaul, the patch, but we're still continuing on the old save file. So, let me know in the comments if you've sort of noticed any value changes. Because even though it's like, I use Steam mostly for DEI and its mods and patches. So there might be some value changes here and there, but the core save can't change, but if they tweak public order or banditry and that sort of stuff and supply lines in certain areas, that will get affected in this save. Yeah, so we're playing on the brand new update, which came out technically, but not the save file. Okay, so they've come out and hit me here in Barcelona. Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit deceiving that even though it says we're going to lose, sometimes an auto-resolve victory can be sat in there. Get out of here, Carthage. I'm sick of fighting you. I reckon I've had like 5 dedicated Carthage episodes. Alright, let's finish them off here. Alright. You also get punished a little bit too much for auto-resolving, I think. Because personally, I don't like to play every single Total War battle. The only ones I feel like playing. Alright, let's move there. Or I necessarily have to. Because Total War campaigns just go for so long sometimes. Sometimes you can do like 100 episodes. Which is just nuts. But that's why I love the sandbox experience. It's different every single time. This Roman campaign has been really different than any other I've played. I do recommend DEI Rome 2. But the time consumption is crazy. Alright, move you there. Okay, so they've only got a couple more holdouts. They do have some territory off the coast there as well. Okay, well let's try and replenish and repair where we can. We'll move Polo up and over the border. Okay, so we are ready here with Quintus Aemilianus Pappus. He can now push in. And we'll move Antonius here. So, console-wise, we started off with Quintus Aemilianus Puppus, Medullius Fullo, and the future of our consuls will be Mark Antony and Vespasian, I guess. Okay, so that's now taken. But you got to give it to Carthage. They have been awesome in this campaign. Such a tough opponent. I also think that naturally they have a lot of defenses as well. And the AI has worked well because no one else has really built up this big of a kingdom. This is probably one of the biggest fights we're ever going to have against a faction. Because Gaul was still mostly broken apart by united tribes. Well, the thing is, there was a lot of infighting. Like, the actual Gauls never really staked their claim. Massalia took 3 territories, which we have to get rid of. The Cisalpine Gauls never really united. And even in Greece now, 150 turns in, mostly Epirus and Athens and Sparta hold most. Probably Epirus might be the biggest faction. Macedon couldn't claim and conquer them. Okay, so we've taken another Iberian city here in Hispania. And we just need to take their province in Carthago Nova. Let's quickly run down these small little armies here. The amount of barkers we've managed to knock out is just ridiculous. I think we've probably killed at this stage 5 to 6 of their heirs and faction leaders. And now we have to deal with rebellions as well. So, most of the resistance now presides in the west, along with a couple of Iberians. Like, we haven't actually fought the Kelt Iberians directly. We've been fighting a lot of Carthage mercenaries more than anything. So, I've got an admiral there which I need to watch out for. Okay, so they managed to take Sicily at the start. I've sent Decimus Dento down with the legion, and along with Aemilianus Censorius. Or Censorius. So he can quickly liberate that. Because they took Panoramos. Lucky they didn't, like, charge up the boot of Italy there. And we'll continue to break down. So military wharf, sanitation, anti-banditry research. I've also reworked a lot of my buildings to get a lot more food in, because we need to upgrade our territories where we can. Sextus Aemilianus Polo can head further south. Carthage should be fine for now. It's got a large enough garrison. Because I don't trust the Germantians down to the south, because they're actually quite big down there. And I guess we'll try and make an invasion on the island here. Because I've only got 2 territories left now. One in Lusitania as well. Okay, guys, welcome to the top of the turn. So we're going to try and make our way to Carthage. Okay. Can we send any more military forces here? Because even this is going to be a little bit difficult, because my navy is like probably 4 or 5 turns away and probably can't help out. We should have enough to deal with it. Varus can move south, along with Aemilianus Gannicus, Aemilianus Vespasian. But my armies are exhausted now, battling throughout the Carthaginians. Alright. You can push further up. So we should be able to wrap them up here today, and then we'll fight a battle against the Kelt Iberians, which we haven't before. Okay, let's go with an aqueduct. Let's go with some industry. Nope, I want you to go there, actually. And then we'll go with mostly food and our exterior stuff. Eventually. Military shipwright as well. What? Oh, come off it. The Averni attacked them. Oh, damn it. So now that's going to be a little bit of border gore and awkwardness in our province there. That's a shame. Ah. Well, we probably were going to have to go towards with... We're probably going to have to go north to Gaul anyway. Once we replenish and repair. So once we conquer Iberia, we'll probably go north to Gaul. And, yeah. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to expand and conquer. We could continue, maybe go to Britain. Go over into the border stuff near Germany. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. So, the Gauls, unfortunately, have it. We've had a small rebellion here. And does Carthage want peace? We might accept that. No, it didn't go through. Yeah, so we'll try and finish off the last of them and head that way, I guess. A lot of Gauls around. Okay, so I've skipped a little bit ahead. We've mustered back up on the border with Carthage here. We've managed to knock out that rebellion in central Iberia, but all that's left is Carthage to the west here now, and the Galatian Confederation. The Averni, yeah, we could join their war. It's interesting what's sort of happening up there, because a lot of the other Gallic factions are ganging up against them mostly. So I guess we'll just straight up war deck Carthage. And eventually we'll have to retake Carthago Nova. So we'll finish off Carthage here today officially. Man, they made me push all the way to western Iberia to tackle them out. And they've got a couple armies to the north. But that's it. She's all over Red Rover. 150 turns later. I can't even count how many provinces I've had to take off Carthage. They've been destroyed into the dirt. We've maybe been distracted too much with Carthage as well. Because if we were over here focusing and essentially dividing and conquering, focusing on the smaller factions and having the entire might of Rome attack one army at a time, like, it's been a lot of trading, a lot of back and forth settlement swapping and battles against the Carthaginians. Like, you think, like, even Gaul, like, should be normally in, like, a Rome 2 campaign. They have a, Rome 1 campaign. Or maybe even sometimes vanilla Rome 2. The Gauls usually have a rather large influence within Gaul, but yeah, a Carthaginian sort of vacuum came up, and oh yeah, we've got a small rebellion here in Nemo. Lost the damn gold mine, and a bit of building towards it. The Ransom Confederation. Looks like they're going to suicide in here now. Good, we can finish them off once and for all. Roma and Victor, and then we'll have the battle of today's episode against the Galatian Confederacy, because I'm just sick of fighting Carthage, to be perfectly honest. I've seen their units, their unique units and stuff too many times. Okay, so we currently have, what, 7 legions on the border here with the Galatians. This is what you want in a campaign, just focusing the full might of Rome against them. Oh, they're actually at war with the Averni. Oh. Maybe getting some better relations with them. Ideally, I'd like to get that island, but so be it. We'll fight against the Galatians. Carthage doesn't want peace, because I don't want them to raid me on the coast. So we've actually got, yeah, 7 on the south coast, and then I guess like 1 in the west. So we'll deal with the Galatian Confederation, and we'll move everyone up over the border where we can. And this will be our first battle against the Kelt Iberians. Okay, we'll send them in. Like, even they didn't build up too much of a kingdom. They still managed to hold on to essentially modern day Portugal. But once Carthage started losing on our front, they tended to focus on them. Okay, let's end the turn and continue. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. It's now winter, so we've got a couple of armies we can try and push in. We'll try and drag as many of them out so we can have the biggest battle we can. And then we'll have officially conquered Iberia. There's no one hiding about. I basically just want to fight with the army with the best manpower. We've even got like 1 auxiliary army of mostly raw recruits. So we've got the King of Galatia here. 14 inside, so that's a decent amount. Okay, well, just because it's winter, it's going to take us a little while to get there. Okay, welcome to spring 234 BC. I don't even know if we're on track BC wise as well. I think the Roman Empire was probably bigger, but there was never this crazy Carthaginian Iberian resistance. Okay, let's move you up, and so that's drawing what else? So like quality wise, not too bad, but numerically it's about 6,000. So we're basically on par. So we'll check a quick save and a hard save, and we'll fight this one with Legion 1 on the battlefield. Alrighty, let's fight our first battle against Galatia in northern Portugal. The Battle of Brigantium, 234 BC. Alrighty, let's start the deployment. I'll take the dry day. So let's have a look at the battlefield. Okay. So our reinforcements are on the other side of this huge rock. Wow, what a terrible battle map after all that. Okay, well, we've got a couple of options. I get, like, where they're going to be deploying on that hill. That's the thing. I could go discipline formation and hold it. Or maybe we should just try and cross. Like, we actually might be at a rendezvous. With those reinforcements coming in. Just go into column formation. I don't think that's necessarily going to work. The main problem is the siege equipment getting over there. Now, I want to try and rally up with my reinforcing army. But we need to kind of shield my weaker units and the ballista. So if we go in a bit of a column, because what we can do is we can detach some of the heavier units to protect the slingers and the ballista, because they might come charging down the hill. So we'll push over the bottom of the hill. We'll send the legionaries up in a semi-column formation and try and rally with the reinforcements, and then we'll make a stand. We are attacking them at the end of the day, so they shouldn't be too aggressive against us in the initial off. So push up, try and rendezvous with the reinforcements. The legionaries just need to make sure to protect the slingers and the ballista. Alright. Our reinforcements have arrived. Yeah, they're down here, so you never know. They might come up behind someone. I might have to scout with my cavalry up the hill. But our reinforcements are coming in, and we just need to rally up. So go here. Yeah. Because although Quintus Aemilianus Pappus has the leadership, he just doesn't have the... Well, he's got the veterans. What? They're going the other way. Oh, all my army's hidden. Like, all of it. Okay. We might have bamboozled them a little bit. So let's form down the bottom of the hill. Yeah, he's got the veterans and the chevrons and the experience. But my reinforcing army has the numbers. So what we'll do is we'll just sort of move and unite down the bottom of the hill. That's crack up. That they're just pushing forward because they think I'd be attacking them head on. And probably trying to flank them from both sides, and we're using the shallow bottom of the hill to cover our movements. I do like that about DEI. That they reduce the line of sight and concealment for both the AI and yourself. So you can get some pretty cool movements like this, I guess. Okay, so let's just try and stack up as well my infantry and break up the cavalry to auxiliary. Okay, we've got a lot of slingers. Most of the army's made up of veteran legionaries. We do have some vilites as well, and we've got a lot of slingers. So a nice variety. To sling and pepper from range. And then also do some decent damage close up as they charge with the auxiliary vilites. So we'll try and move up forward where we can, and we will go back to invoking our triple axis formation where we can. Having our vilites towards the front. Well, we're not even that. We don't even go with the Hastati, Principes, and Triari. We've phased that up. We've all got veteran legionaries, so maybe the triple axis formation doesn't work overly too well. It's mostly the discipline formation. That's the thing that's been carrying us in this series. Okay, let's quickly try and move and form up where we can. Okay, so we're formed up into a decent formation now. I've sent my cavalry up and over the hill to try and find them. And it looks like they formed up on the other side not knowing where we were. So I'll try and bait them down the hill with my cavalry. They've got some skirmishes there we could charge, but they're just intertwining them too well with medium melees. They don't look too lightly armoured. Maybe at one charge we'll be able to knock them off just because their armour looks so poor. So the legionary cavalry is going to try and soften them up. Okay, right. So that was a bad idea because as we turn here now, they're just going to get... they actually got encircled. Just, yeah, they're going to soak up all the skirmisher damage. Right. So we're sitting at the bottom of the hill. They're going to charge us at the end of the day. Our artillery is only just getting here as well. It took a long time to move everyone into place. So we've united up with both armies. We're sitting at the bottom of the hill. And the the very heavy legionary equites are just trying to draw them down the hill. Here they come! Come on. Because most of my army is still very much concealed. So, the auto resolve was a lot more in their favour than it was mine, because now it's about a 50-50. Okay. We'll move up my generals as well to spread out the public order. So, this is what I've gone with. So we've got a backline holding and defending the artillery. My equites is going to shoot over the top. Oh, here comes the Lusitanian cavalry though. And my artillery is going to be able to focus them. So there's only a couple ways down the mountain, so we're probably going to funnel them in a little bit. We've got skirmish mode on, but my artillery seems to be bombarding a lot of them. Hold, brave Romans, to a man. Our auxiliary and legionaries are throwing their vilites there. Just move further back. Man, oh man, they came down with heat. Chasing those legionaries. There's a couple of them are stuck up there. So they're pushing down in 3 or 4 waves here now. Try and bombard them as best as we can. Kelt Iberians have some of the best swordsmen and ironworks you can get in DEI. Armor is what really lets them down. So we'll take control of the artillery piece here. We should be able to get some decent shots off. Okay, they are peeling cavalry to my left, which I need to keep an eye on. But we just need to bombard these blobs that are coming up. So they're now charging us in a defensive battle. Hold, men! They are... Whoa, you actually pushed forward there, you fools. One lot is copying vilites. We're all in discipline formation, so we should be able to hold for now. We are downhill, so they might get a small charge boost. We have artillery and skirmisher supremacy. Dude's fighting with a hammer. Dude's fighting with a hammer wearing pajamas. And we've got a couple rows of defense. Yeah, it's that curved blade that's what gets us. Very high melee attack and defense. Armor, not so much. Okay, so they seem to be hitting in the center mostly. There's a decent cavalry charge coming in here. Hold! Hold! Now that is done surprisingly well. That just shows you how insane the disciplined formation is. So good. Can't recommend it enough. You have to use it. Now, I did read the comment saying that, well, if you go in disciplined formation all the time, the Romans don't actually throw their pillar. Which I'm fine with. Towards the end, when they're running away, we can use it. That's what you can either stay in disciplined formation and essentially be invincible, or you can manually click it at the last minute and get those shots off. Personally, I prefer not to micromanage that and to stay in my formation and position, because formation is different as well, because it does tinker with the formation and opens up gaps and stuff. Fortunately enough for me in my army builds, I tend to bring a lot of skirmishers artillery anyway, and I prefer to focus on that. So even though we do lose 3-4 pillar volleys if we weren't in that formation, the battles I tend to play anyway are they're never usually a cakewalk. Okay, so they seem to be pushing their heavies on the flanks, their lighter ones here. Now against these lighter to medium spears, my Roman veteran legionaries and just normal legionaries are going to work tremendously well. But I'm surprised how much the Galatians are sort of holding up here in the north. That was a clear-cut auto-resolve on the campaign map, but the battle, not so much. This is our first time fighting against them. I do like the look of them, and do like the aesthetic of the early Iberians. They're quite cool, because you can sort of... Nice stuff there. You can sort of go with your own race and creed and culture, but because you border with Carthage and Gaul mostly, you can get really good Gaulish cavalry, and then like Carthaginian spears while having decent melee infantry. Maybe I should play as Spain or Iberia in the future. Coming on to the last lot of Iberians here. And even though they've taken decent losses, most of my men have held out. They've managed to retreat here now, most of them. And we're just dealing with the last lot of skirmishes. It just turned into a little bit of a grind. Victory was certain once they charged us. And victory! We have victory here today. So we lost 2k. So it was actually an even battle, numerically. But we managed to lock out 5.1, thanks to the fantastic, disciplined, well-oiled Roman war machine. Slingers did most of the work. That's what I was saying, man. What the Iberians have in swords, they lack in armor. And our gold and silver slingers were able to tear them up. The ballista got 260 as well. Only a couple hundred for the individual legionaries as well. So Quintus Aemilianus Pappus with 6k. Has managed to throw them back. So we really only need to bring 2 armies up for that. There's no harm in bringing more up for support. So we only lost a handful of units here and there. And we shall ransom the captives. Now, normally, usually, you're better off killing to get them more chevrons, but what I've got a bit of advice is you better off actually to ransom the captives, because you do get about 2k and you can invest that straight into your economy. So earlier on in the series I was killing captives a lot more, but you're actually better off to ransom them where you can. Alright, let's continue to break down and continue, but we have all of Iberia under our control. Well guys, unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 9 of the Total War Rome 2 DEI Divide et Impera Roman campaign. So, we've managed to conquer all of Iberia here today. In about a half an hour episode. But even this, this took me about, I don't know, 2 hours to record. I've cut it down to about half an hour with all the sort of interesting tidbits. So, yeah, just a lot of time consumption is in this campaign than what I sort of anticipated. But regardless, guys, the main thing I want to know from you is, do you want to see more episodes? Support it and I'll do more. I do plan to spend the rest of today recording 3 more episodes for you guys also. And where should I expand and conquer? I'm thinking about going north to Gaul. We might go to Britain. We'll just have to see how that goes. We've got the Gamantians to the south, even though Roman never conquered them, but I do fear them. We've also got Illyria we still haven't dealt with, and maybe we should start a full invasion of Greece. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.